Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, RegisKillbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is yet another deck experiment in which I take an interesting, fun idea for a deck and try to build it live on the spot and then immediately take it out onto the ranked ladder to see it in action. This time around, I decided to build a ramp druid with all kinds of interesting combo potentials within the context of a Jungle Giants quest druid deck. So there's a lot of stuff being mixed together here. It might sound like a bad idea at first, and it might even look like a bad idea in action at first, but I do think there's some sort of hidden potential to this deck. So that said, why don't we go ahead and jump into the deck creation process as recorded live on my Twitch stream. But let's build our druid deck. So I want to build, like I said, this is going to be a ramp druid deck focused around Jungle Giants, the quest. So we'll call it a quest ramp druid. And I don't know for sure that this is going to work, but I've envisioned this basically since both the legendaries for druid were announced, specifically the quest. And I'm hoping a lot of what faces coming in. I'm hoping that it actually works like I envision. I've got some evidence here from chat that says it actually might. So first things first, we got to have the quest. And of course, if you're not familiar with this quest, this is all about summoning big minions and activating the quest and then making your minions free. And then you can do some cool stuff with free minions, right? Like you can do cool stuff with Alexstrasza when she's free. You can do cool stuff with Malygos when she's free. So some of these minions are, every minion's good when it's zero cost because it's very efficient. But there are some minions that are particularly good at zero cost because they allow you to do extra things. Like Malygos can burn somebody down to, Alexstrasza can burn somebody down to 15, and then you can kill them with chargers, for instance. Maybe that's a route. Malygos is good because you can combo with spells to kill people. So the goal here is to build a ramp deck that also gives you access to minions that do cool stuff, but you have to have card draw because zero cost minions. You want to be able to play a lot of things in a single turn, and card draw is important to accomplish that, because if you don't draw enough cards, you're just going to run out of gas. We're getting some Magma Rager suggestions, because it's a meme deck. If you got 5 attack minions, Magma Rager meets the need, right? So we definitely want ramp, and we skipped Innervate, but we're going to want Innervate too, I think, even though actually Innervate gets worse with zero cost stuff compared to normal, but it still has some applications on getting caught up in the early game. I think I actually want to run Moonfires too, because they're very good with the Malygos that I'm envisioning. Plus, sometimes they can be important in the early game. Is Mulch out of the game now? Yeah, Mulch is gone. I think we kind of need some cheap hard removal. So Naturalize is slightly curious. I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided if that's good yet or not. In fact, even Jade Blossom is intriguing because really strong ramp here makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know if I want to commit all the way to a Jade package or not. I can't decide if that makes sense yet. But it's a possibility just because I want as much ramp as possible. I think Mire Keeper is probably going to be a more consistent ramp option than anything else would be. So let's see. Fandral, I don't know that this is going to stay around, but it's such a good card in general, I'm going to toss it in there for now to see what I think, right? I just don't know. Swipe is almost definitely inclusion for multiple reasons. Nourish is a possible, or not possible, it's pretty mandatory, I think, at this point, because we need to have card draw, so I like Nourish. A card like Dark Arakoa is intriguing, because it's a 5 attack minion that helps activate our quest. But, gosh, a 0 mana Cthulhu is actually pretty intriguing. Could you just slot in Cthulhu in this deck with like 2 Dark Arakoas? It would be a 0 mana 12/12 that does 12 damage to the board. I don't know. That actually sounds kind of fun. I like Starfire a lot. This was also recommended by someone in chat too, Tapping Player, or Waving at Fat, actually in Twitch chat. Because it's card draw, it's removal to some extent, it's damage that you can actually combo out with Malygos when Malygos costs 0 mana. So that's pretty cool. I think Ancient Wars make a lot of sense just because of their defensive utility and large body, and the fact that they're 5 attack minions so we can activate the quest. That's obvious. I think we're going to include a Tyrantus. Just another big body, hard for opponents to deal with. 0 mana becomes much better. So that's sort of intriguing. Cenarius is maybe not bad. Helps you load up the board, has some defensive utility. It's just a big body, but there might be better big dudes out there that are slightly less expensive. So I'm really intrigued by these Dark Arakoas. I don't know if this is the right way to go, but by God, it sounds fun to go Cthulhu. It sounds really, really fun. Prince Malchezaar is a suggestion being offered to me. I don't think I want to do that because it compromises the... It puts me at risk of not getting my ramp on time, because adding 5 extra cards to the deck means I could draw into one of those cards, and they may not be my ramp. And I'm really going to be dependent on getting my mana accelerated as quickly as possible. Ancient of Lore, I thought about this too, another suggestion here, but I'm worried that Ancient of Lore is just not good enough. It used to be amazing. It would have been perfect for this deck before it got nerfed, but essentially since then, I just don't know if it's going to make the cut. So I'm going through just kind of looking at some of the bigger cards right now. Like, Hemet is actually pretty intriguing. Because basically, once we complete the quest, we don't really care about low-cost stuff anymore. We want big guys. Oh, actually, we do. No, we do, because we want to be able to play swipes and stuff with Alexstrasza. We want to be able to play Moonfires with Malygos. So Hemet's actually a terrible idea. Hemet will not work for us at all. We don't like that at all. So what else are big guys we can play? I like defensive cards, because we need to stay alive. I like active onboard things that can be comboed with things like Alexstrasza. Like even Medivh makes sense at 0 mana, because you can 0 mana Medivh and then swipe immediately, right? Like you can do crazy stuff with Medivh in this deck. Malygos is definitely an inclusion. I kind of even like Sogoth the Slitherer for its defensive life gain potential, right? It's sort of a 9 mana heal in many ways, because your opponent has to kill it to kill you, as long as they're board based at all. Clearly fireballs and stuff. But what about Cthulhu? No 3-drops in this deck. It's fine if we're wild growthing consistently, but that's not always good. Is this too many big guys, though, now? Alexstrasza, Ancient of War, Dark Arakoa, Malygos, Sogoth, Cthulhu, Tyrantus. We have 2 Nourishes for card draw, Wrath for card draw. I don't know if that's enough card draw. We might need more card draw. But let's cut Fandral Staghelm while we're at it, and then I'm going to consider this. I don't know. I'm going to toss it in for now, just one to think about it, but it may get cut from the list as well. Shiba Cat recommends Yogg Saron. That's actually a fairly good idea. I like that quite a bit. 0 mana Yogg could be pretty awesome to like clear a board and still develop stuff afterwards. Plus, we do have enough spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, Yogg is actually a great idea. I like that a lot. Now, I'm just a little bit worried that we don't have enough ramp or early game survival, and we're just like greedy just as greedy as possible. On that note, I think I have to cut the Volcanosaur. It's not guaranteed to be defensive like Dark Arakoa and Ancient of War are guaranteed to be defensive. You basically don't have any early game survival tools. So I think Sogoth is a pretty easy cut in that regard. Tyrantus actually feels like an easy cut to me. I actually want to keep the Dark Arakoa Cthulhu stuff. I think that's a pretty fun, interesting thing, because I like the idea of the 6 mana taunts anyway, and Cthulhu is sort of a freebie in that regard. So unfortunately, as much as I want to keep Tyrantus for the sake of kind of testing on Guro's stuff, I don't think he's actually going to fit my deck the best. Feels a little bit too slow. All the rest of these cards do something active with the board, you'll notice, and by that I mean they either have taunt to force your opponents to act through them, or they do something to your opponent's health, help kill them. Yogg Saron does everything in anything, basically. So that leaves me with 5 spots left for some early aggression. So let's look at the new Unguro cards that support the quest, right? There's things that do, like Tortillon Forager, activates the quest, and it's a 2-drop, and we're light on 2s. I mean, we have Wild Growth and Wrath, basically, is it. We need 3 mana cards, too. I like Verdant Longneck, I think. It's kind of just simple, but it can be a taunt minion, it can be just a body. It helps me get the quest done. Maybe it's too slow, though, actually. Maybe we have to focus more on Tortillon Forager. It doesn't feel great, but there might be some decent 5-drops. I don't know. I'll play around with it. We need some early game. I think I gotta play around with it. And then what do we have out here at 3 mana that might be good? Probably not a lot of 5 attack stuff other than Magma Rager. But there could just be some sort of defensive tool that's helpful. I think I just want to go to Feral Rage, though, to tell you the truth. I think I like Feral Rage as both a removal tool, but also an armor gain as needed. That helps level me out a little bit. Balance of ramp. We have like Moonfires too that can actually help us keep up in the early game. Mire Keepers could be early game minions. Swipe is a catch-up tool. And then hopefully we can just rely on Dark Echoes and Ancient of Wars to get us that far. So how many total 5 attack minions do we have? This is theoretically 2, the Tortillon Foragers. We have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't feel like a lot. I guess we don't have to complete the quest right away ever, but it just doesn't feel like a ton. Elder Longneck is for this deck. It is for this deck. It's maybe we slot one of these in. I don't know that a 3 mana, 5/1 with Divine Shield is awesome, but it's actually not bad, is it? That's like sort of a better Crusader. Yeah, let's play one Elder Longneck. It could be a taunt minion at 5/4. It could be an annoying minion to deal with. It helps us activate the quest a little bit faster. I'd almost honestly rather run 2 of these and 1 Tortillon Forager, just because these are always going to be 5 attack minions that get you the quest activation immediately. Tortillon Forager is going to be a 5 attack minion eventually, but it might be a slow one that takes a lot longer to get value from. So this might help me keep up in the early game more than Tortillon Forager and actually consistently finish my quest faster. The thing I'm actually worried about right now, guys, is card draw. I don't know if I have enough card draw. 0-cost minions don't help if they are the only thing you play, because, you have 9 mana for Alexstrasza anyway. Starfire's card draw, Nourish is card draw, Wrath is card draw, Tortillon Forager is card generation, so maybe that makes me want to go back this way for card generation now. Yeah, that's probably okay. Because Wrath is not always card draw, actually. I think there's a chance that this is actually halfway decent. And remember, this is an experiment. It's a deck experiment specifically. So even though it's maybe not the most refined, tightest list ever, it still is a list that tests the premise of the quest, in my mind. And that premise is that if you run a Ramp Druid with really greedy stuff, you can make big plays off 0-cost cards, specifically that are active on the board. So Alexstrasza, Malygos, Cthulhu, these kinds of cards all do things extra. And when there's 0 cost, that extra effect can be very, very impactful. As I mentioned, Malygos is crazy when you can double swipe out of it, right? Because 0 cost Malygos. 0 cost Alexstrasza is insane. Like, all of these cards do more when they're 0 cost. And that's really the premise that I want to test, is that Jungle Giant can enable extra kinds of plays thanks to the cost reduction, not just big minions at low cost tempos. So a lot of the recommendations you guys are making are more big cost minions, which is all good. It might even be a better way to do this, but this is how I want to try the deck out. So I think this is going to be my final quest ramp druid deck that I test, and we're going to see how it goes. It feels a tad slow, obviously, but we might just have enough to get by. So let's do it. Let's go take it out onto the ranked ladder and see what happens. If it totally sucks, if we just fail incredibly hard, then we'll have to give it another shot. But for now, I'm hopeful that it'll work. So I'm trying to set up the quest or the deck tracker. If I draw Malygos, it stays at 9. Yes, I'm aware of that. I know how the quest works. It only reduces cards in your deck, but we have so many different options. A 9-mana Malygos is still good with 2 Moonfires, guys. Like, that's why we include the Moonfires. It's because we might still have to play a 9-mana Malygos for a kill that way. So we still have those options, not to mention Innervates as well. You could Malygos, Innervate, Swipe for a really big board clear. So a lot of people have been posting this on my YouTube too. Maybe I misrepresented why I think Malygos is good in this environment. It's not because there's a guaranteed combo. It's because there's the potential for a combo. In other words, there's a chance you hit really big with Malygos. And if not, there's a chance you hit really big with Alexstrasza. And if not, there's a chance you hit really big with Cthulhu. One of those cards is likely to be at the end of your deck. So there's a chance you get to make a crazy, absurd play that wins you the game in any sort of control environment. It's not that anything is guaranteed. If you're trying to build a guaranteed Malygos combo deck, that's what we saw previously with Avianiku and Cthulhu. You could keep all the cards in hand. it was guaranteed to work 100% of the time as long as you drew the cards. That's not what this is about. This is about giving yourself multiple opportunities to find some sort of absurd route to victory. So, yes, you can activate the quest before you draw the big guys, but there's, you're not guaranteed. You might get Malygos on your first draw and not be able to activate Malygos. But most of the time, 90+% of the time, there's going to be some good minions in your deck that give you a huge tempo advantage when there's 0 cost. So let me, as I said, try to get the deck tracker working before I actually go into a game here. It's pink now, which is a good sign. I'm going to fix it, I promise. I'm going to go here. I want to eye drop. Okay, I think the deck tracker's working. We'll see. If not, I'll fix it in the next game. It's funny that it's pink. It's not exactly the RegisKillbin color, but... let's see here. Oh my god, every time I watch a YouTube video of yours and click the link, I find you on Twitch, you sexy fiend, says BRB Cat is on fire. That's hilarious, dude. Appreciate it. Forsen plays a weird as hell combo priest, but it actually worked. Lyra Inner Fire Cheese. Interesting. Sounds kind of similar to what we were doing. I'm curious just how similar it was. So we'll hard mulligan for ramp, I think, almost every time. We really want those wild growths in particular. We'll keep Jungle Giants. There's no reason not to play it on 1. We don't have any other plays on 1 we want to accomplish ever, so... I guess it is actually possible to hard mulligan it for ramp, isn't it? We don't really need this right away, now that I think about it. Maybe you should mulligan this. Yeah. What did we say? What did we just say about Malygos? Sometimes you're going to draw on the very first turn of the game. And you won't be able to do that, cheese. But we still have the Moonfires, right, guys? This is still a 12 damage combo with Moonfires. It's still relevant. Oh, I've never actually played a Hunter quest. Yippee for me. It's going to be alarming, I think. We're not built for this, especially without Wild Growth. Waving a Fat says the Malygos combo is part of it. It's not the main thing. That's basically what I'm saying. Yes, exactly. The Hunter, the ideal opponent for this deck. Yeah, very, very funny. Oh, God. He even hit the 1-drop of this. So he's already buffing stuff. So we can't innervate out anything relevant anytime soon. I want to draw cards, but I think I have to already start killing stuff. I'll be able to innervate an Ancient of War before too long. It's a pretty bad opening hand, which is going to happen, I think, with our deck. I think we actually want to mulligan the Jungle Giants, guys. I don't know, though. I mean, there's a chance it's card 30, so I guess not. I guess not. We can't have it be card 30. It needs to be in the opening hand. We just have to sacrifice the occasional early game play. Do we want to swipe yet? I don't think so. I think we just Wrath for draw and hero power here, and maybe catch up on the swipe next turn. I gotta draw cards. If he plays something slightly bigger, the swipe might get better. He might load up the board even more with little stuff. Like 2 damage is enough I can absorb with all these big taunts. We can actually innervate out the Ancient of War next turn, or just ramp with Mired Keeper for even faster shenanigans. Regis, have a Saturday drunk stream. I have a feeling that's just not going to happen. So we get punished for the no swipe a little bit, but again, I think it's okay. Do we just want to go ahead and innervate the Ancient instead of the Mire Keeper? There's 8 damage on board. I'm kind of scared already. I don't know that he runs a lot of kill commands and stuff. This is a beast. He did hold the mulligan here for something. We can play the Mire Keeper hero power next turn or swipe hero power next turn, so I think this is actually alright. Deadly Shot wrecks us. Do these guys run Deadly Shot? Like I said, I haven't actually even played a Quest Hunter. I have no idea. I'm not a big drinker. BRB Cat is on fire is why I laughed about the drunk stream. Just very, very occasionally do I drink. Oh my word. They run Hunter's Mark. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Somebody say that you knew that? This is just too late. I'm just dead. I'm actually dead. I guess I can swipe 1 Houndmaster to live. Just actually dead. God. Hunter's Mark is brutal. How does that happen? This is Forson's list. I'll take a quick look at that. Forson's combo priest. Potion of Madness is good for combo stuff because you can steal your opponents and combo off those. So we're dead real fast, as expected, probably. Yeah, his is more like traditional combo priest. More has some control elements and stuff, not like our Zoo one, but still looks like a pretty cool list. Yeah, so I think that's a natural enemy to the Jungle Giants Ramp Druid. Not feeling too bad. Top deck Cthulhu plus RNG. Quest will be achieved anytime now. Nice 0 mana Yogg, yeah. Cute cat list. Did you guys know they ran Hunter's Mark? Seriously, I haven't played enough to see that or looked at the list really, because nobody's running Quest Hunter right now, so I have no idea if that's actually a thing. Perfect ramp hand right here. We got the quest into ramp again. I like this a lot. We'll toss back that Feral Rage just to hopefully get some big guy to play. Starfire's not perfect, but we're probably going to fall behind pretty fast again. I just don't know. I don't know if this deck has the swing potential that's necessary. We might actually just ramp now and then ramp Jungle Giants again. Because we could do if we do this now, we don't get to benefit from the wild growth play. We could still do the Mirekeeper thing, but this gets me real high up there. And the only way this backfires a ton is if we draw like Moonfire, Innervate off of this. Like we're very likely to top deck a card that that fits this. Shiba Cat thinks our deck's too slow. Yeah, I think I've said that like 5 times. I totally agree. The deck is too slow, guys. That's why we're testing it. We're seeing if it's possible to make this work in this environment, right? Like I said, Innervate, Moonfire are our next draws, obviously, guys. We may have to play this as a body here soon. I don't know. We're already looking down 5, staring down the barrel of 5 damage. Hopefully we Innervate, like, you know, Ancient War next turn or something cool. That'd be awesome. We can Innervate Starfire that. It might actually be worth it. We need to draw the card. It's a pretty big threatening thing eventually. Not yet, but... Did I actually say exactly Innervate Moonfire, or did I say Moonfire Innervate? Because so far, it's come exactly true. Incoming Moonfire. Nope, Malagos. Okay, well that's fun, but guys, this I can tell already. This is just never gonna work. I just don't know. BRB Cat is on fire. Just asked the question: why wouldn't you stack 3 mana, 5 damage minions, and just run Hemet with the quest? I think that sounds a little bit backwards. Hemet removes everything 3 or less, right? So it's not just less than 3. So you'd remove all your minions. Same rank, time to snipe, says Jollyful. So if I play this for ramp, I still don't get to Malagos fast enough. So I think I just have to play it for the bodies and snipe the Direwolf here. We can probably make some good trades into this. We just need a big top deck taunt. I think we're actually going to stabilize. There's some bad potential draws here. I just don't know if we're fast enough against this kind of deck. I want to test this deck in a control environment, but as someone alluded to with chat, there's a lot of fast decks out there right now, so it may not be the best time for... That's a good outcome for us. Unless he plays Cruel Dinomancer or whatever the card is. That could be kind of tough. Blah and BRB Cat is on fire. To explain why I don't like him, and I kind of went through this a little bit in the creation process, but my version of the deck is trying to do stuff with like interesting low-cost combos with like Malagos Moonfire, for instance, and I want to be able to combo small cards with 0-cost minions in the late game. So in other words, you can Malagos Wrath to draw a card and kill a 5-attack minion, right? But if Wrath is out of your deck because of Hemet, then you can't do that. The other problem with the Barnabas problem as I see it is that... or not Barnabas, I mean Hemet problem as I see it is that if you do that and you remove all the low-cost stuff, and you're guaranteeing that you have high-cost cards every turn, they're going to be 0 mana anyway, so, like, yes, you might be able to play 1 or 2 a turn, but eventually you're just going to burn through your hand, and if your opponent has any sort of answer, you just may not have the time to make that work. Yeah, let's try this. We're not going to get there fast enough. This is doing 10 damage, like, we're dead. We're actually dead. I don't even know if there's a way to... This does nothing. So we're dead again. Sucks. You should try a beast version with Menagerie Warden and Tigers, maybe. Yeah, that's a different idea. It'd be fun to test that, too. I'm just trying to test the super greedy ramp version. Trying to make the quest work. I don't think it's going to work, though. I have a bad feeling already. Him doesn't kill the 0-cost minions, but he kills the Moonfires, which is bad for combo. That's right, Hunter. That sums it up, basically. And by the way, guys, I'm not saying that my version is right, or that the Himmet thing isn't a better version. It very well might be. In fact, at this point, it looks like it probably is. It's just that this is the particular version I'm trying to test and see if we can make it work. And thus far, in this particular meta, it's not going to. We can tell. But 2 Yogs, Craigasm. Yeah, it'd be pretty fun to successfully play 2 Yogs. But instead, we have 75 people watching me fail on ladder with this, what is likely an abomination of a deck. Because I just, as much as I want it to be, I don't think Jungle Giants is going to be good. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't even... This is a little thing they've added for the deck tracker, I think, guys. You see this? This is new. I didn't even notice this. And by the way, guys, I actually really appreciate all your suggestions and feedback and stuff. That's really fun. I'm not trying to discourage you from doing that or disagreeing just to be contrary or whatever. I'm just sharing what I think about the deck. I think it's cool that you guys have ideas and share them. I really appreciate that feedback. That's fun. That makes it more engaging for everybody. Like, we all get to discuss what's a good idea, what's a bad idea, and figure it out together. Because I'm not claiming any sort of superiority here. It's nothing like that at all. Oh my god, I didn't even see, but it's a mirror match. We're going to get to see whose deck is better. He might be running a Himmet version. It's going to be a fun competition. This is great. We'll finally have time to play our stuff. I'm pumped, dog. This deck will be a success. No. Regis for president, he's always right as a slogan. Make Hearthstone great again, guys. Make Hearthstone great again. Sure, let's adapt this bad boy. Shiva Cat thinks J Druid is more reliable. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I thought that was going to adapt, but we don't have a 5-attack pendant in hand, which sucks for 2 reasons. Now it's super easy for him to kill that, but also we signaled that we don't have a 5-attack pendant in hand, which gives him a lot of information. He's going to take 5 damage at the very least. That's cool. It's cool. We got something out of it. We can Wrath Hero Power that guy. But you probably saw my face when that failed to go off successfully. I probably actually should have waited to see my card before I went ahead and Hero Powered. It could have been the other Wrath, and I probably would have played it just to ensure my hand doesn't suck. I'm starting to see the issue with, like, Moonfire package in this just for Malagos, you know? Like, look at our hand right now. The idea was make ourselves better against aggro, but we're still so bad against aggro that it's just now making my deck inconsistent for actual control. Oh, he's got the beast stuff, guys. This was everybody's recommendation. He's doing it. We'll go ahead and innovate this out, just because that's scary. Menagerie Warden is going to destroy us, by the way. It's just going to be so good. We just can't complete this fast enough, I think. Oh, this deck is just too disjointed. I'm feeling it already. Make America Hearthstone again. I like that variation, too. That's pretty good. Mirror match 0 and 3 incoming. Yeah, probably so, Drillin. I don't doubt you at all, dude. That sounds right. Oh, no. Oh, this is just full-on beast. What a cool deck. I like his deck a lot. That's awesome. Let's see what we get here. Oh, something we can actually play. I think that's good. I'm not probably going to trade into this stuff. I think we're just going to play our guy and go ham. We could have killed it, you know, if we hadn't played this some way, Feral Rage, Swipe, something. We could have pieced together, but Swipe's better the more minions he has on board, and I just want to get my quest going as fast as possible. Like, this has to be activated soon. He's one behind us, but he's a turn behind too, so that makes sense. And we don't have one in hand, so it doesn't look like we're going to be activating it that quickly. But now we can trade Swipe into this guy, hopefully, and it's going to be sick. Especially if he plays like a 6 health minion. Wow! This might actually be relevant to us. We could empty our hand and draw 3 cards. Wow! I didn't even see that, but Ginzo might actually be clutch. That's awesome. I think Ginzo's awesome anyway, because he has Hearthstone cards in his hand. He's like an undead dude with Hearthstone cards in the artwork. That's so cool looking. I think it's great. Magma Rager. That's a mistake I would make all the time. Yeah, I played a Magma Rager, guys. I'm obviously behind on chat, but played a Magma Rager. I like the idea behind the free Malagos. I want to see the insanity work. Me too, dude. I'm living the dream. I don't think it's going to work, though. Oh, that came from the Forager. Did it come from the Forager? He's not actually running it. Did I miss that? I would have said it over here. Oh, yeah. Created by Turtle and Forager. You guys are right. It's not full-on Beast. Although, did this also come? No. Maybe it is still. I think it is still. Just conveniently, he got another one here. So we can spend 7 mana and attack to draw some cards, but unfortunately, it's not going to line up all that well. We can do... Yeah, we can't really... I want to be able to kill this so I can swipe off the Murlocs, right? But it's just not lining up. We can go to 6 here and hit it. In other words, I need to be able to use these before I attack with Ginzo if I want to draw the cards. I really want to draw the cards. So there's not a great way to do it. We can do 8 and then attack. We could Moonfire. Oh god, I'm out of time, boys. This kind of sucks, but it's what we're doing, right? It might make a big difference drawing these cards, honestly. It's just 2, but it gives me the board back, and okay, nothing we can play. I was going to try to sneak one out real fast if it was something we could do, but I don't guess we have anything. Innervate would have been helpful, so probably nothing anyway. Too bad, Regis. My experience with the deck has been very good. I think it's because you aren't as minion heavy as my version. Yeah, that may very well be. Not a lot of early game minions. Clearly, Blizzard designed some stuff to support this, and we're not really running them all that much. Too slow deck? Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's absolutely correct. RegisKillbin asks Jahan96, have you played much Priest? Have been perfecting Death Rattle, Raz, and Maker Quest. It's pretty strong against everything except Rogue, unless it takes them longer than turn 6 to activate their quest. Sounds good, dude. I haven't played that one in particular. We've been goofing around with some other Priest today, but not that particular version, so... Still not to my freaking quest, and he is. So how on earth do I win this game? How do I win? Don't even have a good turn now. Like, how bad is this turn? Wild Growth is absolutely useless. He gets probably a good trade here. We don't even have the minion in hand to get Barnabas. He's already got Barnabas loaded up. He's going to play an 8/8, which I can't even resolve. I can't deal with that. So, yeah. This is... Oh, that is awesome! Oh my god, that's so cool. I've never seen that. That's fantastic. It's actually really funny that I'm playing this deck. This is our 3rd game, and I've had to say, I've never seen Barnabas. I think that tells a pretty complete story of my experience with the deck thus far. Okay, so I can get Barnabas, but I can't play him yet. But I think I still have to try. We can play him next turn. Maybe we live. Maybe we're able to do some kind of crazy thing. Keep ourselves alive and swing the board in our favor. Maybe he has some lower value things in hand. So, who knows? Play Glitch Breeze feels good, man. Or was it patched? I don't know if it's patched. We were kind of, sort of playing it actually earlier, not glitching people, obviously not being scumbags, but we actually had all the cards necessary. I kind of want to craft Jungle Giants. It looks fun. Well, it's fun if you like losing a lot and goofing around. Literally the worst turn. I think we're just obviously dead to the board about 7 different ways to Sunday here. We can do this. Maybe draw a taunt that keeps me alive. I don't even think there is one, though. I don't think I have anything in hand that keeps me alive. This does not keep me alive either. I have to draw a card off of it. I think I gotta have more minions. I think you're right, tapping player. I think that makes more sense. We clearly just don't have the package necessary. He got out faster, was able to do the stuff he needed to do that we could not. Barnabas is my favorite legendary of all time. I love his effect, art, animation, etc. Yeah, he was cool, dude. I like his artwork too, like a cool brontosaurus looking dude. That stomp on the board was amazing. It was really cool. Perfect Cthulhu, never mind, feels bad, man. It would have been a good Cthulhu turn, that's true. He could have bailed us out. That was one of our outs, I think, in that deck, but that was about it. Yeah, so we're losing stars at a rapid rate, guys. Losing stars fast. I don't think this deck is good, but 83 people are watching me fail over and over again. And in some way or another, that is a pretty interesting thing in the world. Some people... There's almost 100 of you. Well, that's kind of an exaggeration, but 83 of you are watching me play the worst deck ever created in Hearthstone. Just this absolute abomination of a deck. That's way too disjointed, obviously. 0 floor after this game. Yep, I think you're right. Plus, we top decked the Cthulhu in the worst possible thing. By the way, guys, I love being wrong about Hearthstone. I've tried to stand up for Jungle Giants. Tapping player says it works. I'm not going to discredit that. In my experience so far, it sucks, but my vision of it sucks, and this was the vision I had. So I was clearly wrong, regardless if the card is actually playable or not. I didn't get it right. I love being wrong. I think it's funny. And by the way, being wrong on YouTube with like rankings and card reviews, people go nuts. There has been like 100, well, that's an exaggeration, 25 comments come in the last 2 days on my like legendary quest rankings with like everyone and their brother telling me how wrong I got the Caverns Below, the rogue quest, which I think is hilarious. Like, yes, I got it wrong. I'm not salty about it. I don't care. I think it's great that Hearthstone developers are smarter than me and made a good card. That's fantastic news. Swipe anybody? Swipe anybody. Swipe and a miss. I think we'll just do this anyway. It's probably not going to be good no matter what. Because, you know, even a 5-4 taunt sucks. Is there anything good? Maybe Tortolon into Wrath is actually just better. We can take some damage off the board. This trades into the thing a little bit. We can play this on the next turn with the hero power. I actually think I like this better. Let's just see what we get. Okay, that's actually a good card. Might have to play this next turn. We'll see if the hero power matters. If so, we might go ahead and Elder Longneck. But I think I like that line a little bit better. Anyway, so many people comment on the YouTube stuff. I guess they don't realize it's making me money, right? Like, they're viewing ads. They're making the videos more popular by piling on top. So it's kind of funny that they think I'm getting salty and like upset that they're saying, "Oh my God, you were so wrong, Regis. Oh my God, you're so bad at the game." Which is, it's fine. It's funny, but it's hilarious. They think that's getting me down when in reality, it's actually, I love that they're doing that. It's the best thing they could do for me. It's fantastic. You played yourself, basically, as Jolligol says. Guess who's back? Back again. Yes, he's back. RegisKillbin. Oh, I like that rhyme, dude. That's good. So 9 damage on board. Can I afford to nourish? We can nourish into an Arakoa next turn. We could nourish for ramp if we wanted. We have some pretty big cards.
Aha!
Hero power does actually take some damage off the board, so I think we'll just do this and try to get, I don't know, +4 health or something.
Aha!
Taunt actually sort of isn't terrible. I don't think he has a ping effect. So he probably has to run one of these minions in. Like, if I give it stealth, all I'm going to do is run into one of these minions anyway. So what's the difference? I'm going to hero power off the Macaw. As bad as this seems, it might actually be okay against Hunter. It's bad against Unleash the Hounds, but if you Unleash the Hounds for one minion to clear a taunt, I don't think I feel too bad about that. It looks awfully weird to taunt a Magma Rager, guys. New meta. New meta is taunt Magma Rager. I love it. Hope we can just stay alive long enough to make this... You were so wrong, Regis. LMAO. You bad player. You even legend. Why basic card back? Get good. I'm 12, by the way. Yeah, that's exactly it, RegisKillbin. You nailed it, dude. That's exactly what it sounds like. That makes me really happy that you take people's salt and use it to your advantage. Yes, you can't get salty in this world, dude. It will just kill you. Some Hearthstone players are so salty. What does this mean? I don't understand this. It says 9/9, 2. This is some function of my deck tracker, but I don't know what it means. Does anybody understand this? 2 is the quest completion, but what does 9/9 mean? How many cards I have left in my deck to satisfy it? I have no idea, guys. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Why donate when you can watch ads? Yeah, man, you guys absolutely don't have to donate. And frankly, you don't have to watch ads. If you use ad block or whatever, I'm not going to hate you for that. If that's how you like to enjoy content. Just watching the content and like sitting down to watch a 30-minute video helps me a lot. Even if you think you're not contributing, you actually are, because YouTube cares. Oh, that's Cthulhu. Oh, you're right. Yes, obviously. Yeah, good call. Thank you, Hunter for Games. I didn't realize we had 2 different things it was probably tracking. Oh, that's Cthulhu's eyeball. Oh, I see it now. I thought that was some sort of like clock with like clock hands. I was very confused. Anyway, just watching videos actually helps me a lot because YouTube factors in the watch time of a video into the algorithm, basically, of how much that video is going to be passed around YouTube and how much it's going to be suggested and stuff. So even if you think you're not helping RegisKillbin, you probably are. And frankly, you shouldn't have to worry about helping RegisKillbin. That's my job. Your job is to watch and enjoy stuff. Like, it's not your responsibility to make me successful, so don't even worry about it. But just to let you know, if you're worried about that, it's probably something that's happening anyway. So don't feel bad. I think we can innervate out a Yogg next turn or Cthulhu next turn. So if this thing is worth 3 damage currently. This thing is worth 4 damage currently. But these are beasts. I don't know. I think I still have to kill. This is actually also worth 4 damage. It's actually debatable which we want to kill here. But since this one is arguably the hardest to kill, I think I actually like it best. Okay, that'll be fine. Yo, what up, man? Says Brooklyn S11B. Hey, dude, how's it going? Thanks for swinging by the stream, having a lot of fun. Can't believe 86 people are here. That's so crazy. You guys are awesome. I'm always astounded at how much you guys support me. Oh, Cthulhu, everybody's chiming in. It's Cthulhu. Yeah, guys, thank you. Thank you. I'm a little behind. The 2 is actually Yogg spells, I think. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, that may be 2. But it's tracking the quest. Oh, no, it's not. It's 4. You're right. That's Yogg spells. Why is that the Yogg icon? Doesn't look like Yogg Saron to me. Ugh. That's a problem. We can Starfire it. Leaves me with 2 mana. I can innervate out a 4-drop. A swipe would be helpful if I top deck the swipe, but nothing else really would be. So I'm kind of scared I'm just gonna die. But I have not casted enough spells for Yogg Saron to actually be successful yet. If I do kill it, he has 6, 10, 11 damage on board, 13 with the steady shot, so we'd be dead. Could just try to play the Ancient of War and hope it sticks. I think it's the most life gain I can actually provide right now, because killing this actually only gains one damage at this point. I gotta try, guys. It sucks, but I could have Yogged, but there's just not enough spells. It would have been 5 spells. I don't know. Maybe I should have Yogged. I should have put my faith in Yogg. Ugh. Sorry. Losing again, 0-4. Yeah. I expect 0-7 or so. I'm going to try to play you know, 6-7 games, so. Tar Creeper and Servant of Calamos are my favorite cards. I like both of those as well, Lupito 620. Those are both pretty fun to play so far in different, well, in elemental decks. They're both great. RegisKillbin, Kappa. Yeah, that's a good. You advised me otherwise, waving it fat. You told me what I needed to do, and I didn't listen. So it's really my fault. There's no doubt about that. Praise Yogg. Just a generic spell icon, says Glenn Leo. That makes sense. Oh, crap. Is Regis insert thing been becoming the new meme? Probably so, because that's really the genesis of my name in the first place.
Aha!
For those of you that don't know that. So I can't Starfire into Dark Arakoa, because if I could, I might. But we only have 11 mana, and that's not going to do the trick. This is theoretically enough to keep me alive against the board, guys. Starfire leaves 6-8 damage, so that's not enough. Is it just Yogg time? Like, is the game over and I just got a Yogg? It's not even going to give me Barnabas, but maybe Yogg gives me some life gain. I think it's just got to be Yogg time. We can Moonfire first. We'll Moonfire this, just because it makes the most sense. Alright. Well, actually, we could Cthulhu. I didn't even think about Cthulhu. It's just, I don't know, though. 7 right there. It's not enough. We got to put our faith in Yogg. Praise RNGesus. Go be good, Yogg. Go be good. Great start, Yogg. That helps. Not that much, though. Shadow Flame does not keep us alive, Yogg. No. If you'd done it in the other order and you'd assassinated the Svanheimane, we might have lived. Give me a good, slow control matchup game. RegisKillbin is an account he followed earlier. Let me catch up on. I gotta catch up on follows, obviously. Thinkador, Winter is Coming, Shane, Jen, RegisKillbin, Dat Racist Mexican, and Joe McCoy. Thank you guys for all following. Dumb Yogg hashtag is definitely correct, Hunter Games. That sucked. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep beating our head against this Jungle Giants Druid deck that doesn't work. RegisKillbin, I like it. Yeah, guys, that's the genesis of my name, actually. From World of Warcraft, I've told this before on chats. I'm sure people have heard it, but RegisKillbin, RegisKillbin, RegisSteelbin, all based on the class in World of Warcraft. So you can probably extrapolate even farther if you tried real hard. So it makes sense. Especially if it rhymes with, like, kill or steal or some variant thereof. Those are kind of sideways rhymes, but close enough for my mind. Yeah, I don't know if I want to invade. I don't know. This might be a quest thing. Maybe it actually allows me to live if he's, like, a Giants version, particularly when we have enough taunts. We can actually get life gain, too, with Feral Rage, but you can't beat the Exodia combo with life gain if he has enough time. It's infinite damage, so we'll see. Can't believe you yogged. God, he's there for a reason, right? Your lack of faith is disturbing. That's true. Probably so. Rank 15, here we come. Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to ladder off stream with an actually good deck, I think. It's the only way I'm ever going to gain ranks this season, because right now I'm just playing goofy stuff. So I'll probably go build a Miracle Rogue or Quest Rogue or something and try to actually get to like 5 to play at a more competitive rank level, because I know that's more fun to watch than rank 13 shenanigans. Hey, Mr. Kilbin, managed to draft a pretty bad arena run, 3rd ever, so could you bless my draw and ask RNGesus to help me out a bit, just so I could get an okay run? Certainly, Chris, 511C. And by the way, I still have your deck loaded up here, Chris. I have not forgotten about it. I'm going to get to it eventually, just not quite yet. And sure, dude, your arena run has hereby been blessed in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Brood. So good luck, dude. Get those good draws. Get some sneaky wins. Turn it into at least a 4-3, right? Well, that just happened. Turn 3 Fireball. Ooh, good draw, good draw. I'll take that. Do we want to actually just ramp? No, I don't think so. I want to draw. It's debatable. It's debatable, but maybe I should have just ramped. Now I don't have a good play next turn. I mean, this is ramp next turn, I guess. It's fine. Explore and grow for the dank values as RegisKillbin. Welcome to the channel, RegisKillbin. Regis failsbin. Regis feels badman. Actually sounds hilarious, Ruby Cossinger. That should be the name of an emote, no doubt. That's awesome. Regis Dubin. Is that a reference to the Mountain Dew? I have a Diet Mountain Dew. Right here. It's probably invisible, isn't it? Oh my god. What does this look like on the green screen? Yeah, it's sort of invisible. Well, not invisible is not actually the right word, is it? No, it is invisible. But only to the game. You can't see my face behind it. You can only see the game behind it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'll just ramp and wrath here. Let's wrath first in case it's relevant. I know that this is not a perfect wrath target, but it's something to hit with wrath, which I think is some value in and of itself. So unfortunately, two of our better man, I'm annoying, I bet, to watch. Unfortunately, two of our better like combo zero cost cards are gone at this point. So I mean, we still have stuff we can do, big swings at the board and stuff, but unfortunately we drew them both a little early. So this is not going to be the perfect example of the deck. This is horrifying. It's probably just... Was this created from a spell, guys, or was this... I wasn't watching. Is this Babbling Book, or... No, Babbling Book was Arcane Missiles, so it's probably not Mirror Entity. Could be a big a pretty big failure, though, if it was, so thankfully it's not. I might just Alex Draza next turn and hit him for 5, honestly. Start pressuring that ice block and ice barrier real fast. Puts me closer to the quest, develop some big minions. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. We actually have a ton of damage in hand. Let's just do it. What's he going to do, right? Like, he's not close to the Waygate yet, is he? I don't think. Oh, that's what he's going to do. Okay. We can kill that. Can't quite Malagos it, though. We can't pop his block with Malagos either. You saw Quest Mage is running 1 Mirror Entity. Oh god, that's horrifying. I don't need to hear that stuff, dude. Don't tell me that. Yeah, let's. This is obviously a board worth keeping alive. I mean, it's insanely good. We could just Moonfire Hero Power, but with Malagos, the Moonfire is actually pretty valuable. So I think I'll just Feral Rage here. Aha! I think we'll just Feral Rage. 3 Pyros in my last arena run. That's crazy. That's a ton of value. Kalaroshi says, I've been following your YouTube since you started releasing those budget Whispers of the Old God decks, and I used your 100 to build up Dust. It was a fake stack, and I farmed lots of Dust with it. I'd like to thank you for all your content and keep it up. Thank you, Kalaroshi. Those are my favorite kind of messages to hear. That's awesome, dude. Thank you for all the support. So I can actually pop the block, right? Malagos into Moonfire is 6 damage. And then we get 4 from Feral Rage. So it's not... oh, no, we can't. No, we can't. I thought Innervate put me at enough, but we're... oh, no, it does. It does. 9, 12. Yeah, we're good. We can pop the block. Which is going to be worth it, because it puts him on a very short clock. And he still has a board to deal with. Now, he might have another one, of course, but... He's still not at his quest, and he has to find mana and time to stay alive. And he's already used 2 Frost Novas. I think probably both of which were in his deck. I'm not watching that closely because I'm talking to Twitch chat, so that's why I lose too much. You guys distract me, but that's alright. Arena works in mysterious ways. If I draft a perfect deck, I go 2 and 3. If I have a bad deck, I go to 7 or 8 wins. I feel the same way sometimes, man. Sometimes the good decks just don't do it for you. Sometimes the bad ones find tons of success. So I guess I can technically take this block. Oh, it might be Ice Barrier, but we don't have a way to deal with that anyway. We don't have any spells in hand other than Yogg, so we'll just do what we can. We'll play this guy in case Cthulhu is somehow relevant. It's probably not, but the difference between him and Ancient of War is negligible in this scenario, so... He's at 3 out of 6. He can still do it all at once, but I don't think he has enough cards in hand to pull off like the full Exodia thing. So I think we're just going to win the game. Well, he's already used both ice blocks. There's a chance that this is an ice block, of course, but it's very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. And we won a game with the Jungle Giants Druid, but of course it had nothing to do with actual Jungle Giants. Jungle Giants was irrelevant. We just won with good cards, and it was just a ramp Druid win. So we can't even give that one to the Giants themselves. That sucks. See-through Mountain Dew. You should add Magma Ragers to trigger Barnabas quicker. Yeah, great idea. That's an awesome idea. Hey guys, how's it going at RegisKillbin here? Game on. That's RegisKillbin. I get a lot of Cripperino type stuff on the channel as is. I think on YouTube. I think it's hilarious. Love it. Flame Strike incoming. I'm Gayarino. Cripperino likes it. He's pretty happy too. Oh my god, here we go. RegisDecksperiment just followed. RegisKillbin just followed. Kalaroshi followed, of course, too, so thanks for the follow, Kalaroshi. I believe you're the only real one here. I think these other weirdos are starting new accounts and stuff. Who knows? But I don't hate it. It's pretty hilarious. Suddenly, Antonitis combo. That actually happened to me the other day playing off stream. I thought I was totally safe. He was at like 2 out of 6 on the quest, but somehow just like pieced together enough to actually activate the quest, and then he had Ice Block up, so it's like next turn he just went crazy on me. I was unbelievable. I thought I had it for sure, but Yager no balls. No balls confirmed for RegisKillbin. Regis Tespa is doing a thing in Santa Ana Esports Arena, and they're giving away $1 card back for people that buy ticket and go. I live like 5 minutes from it. Yeah, I actually heard about that, dude. That's awesome. Go get that $1 Flame. It's such a cool card back. It's probably just the best card back of them all, frankly, as far as like attractiveness is concerned. It just looks so good. Do we nourish for draw or nourish for ramp? I can never decide. I think we have enough kind of utility cards and draw that I'm actually going to nourish for ramp here. Because we can go into the Starfire next turn. We're very likely to top deck something pretty high cost, or at least that leads into a high cost card. So I'm okay with that decision. He's off to a slow start. Is this the same guy? No, different guy. Different guy. Kalaroshi says, by the way, I've been maining Druid for a while, and I'm kind of confused and sad about where the class is going. Yeah, that's tough, Kalaroshi. Druid has actually lived in a lot of different spaces throughout the years, because I think Blizzard just can't figure out what they want to do with it. And this expansion might have made it the worst off it's ever actually been, which sort of sucks. Face is, I mean, we gotta kill this minion. It's sending 5 damage into it doesn't feel great, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. That's a pretty long variation on the theme, Shiba Cat, but I like it. God, he's already about to go ham, guys. God. We gotta win fast, boys. Oh my god, no! Hopefully all his Exodia stuff is at the bottom of the deck, and he can't do it all. I think we'll play both this and the Arakoa using the coin here. But I want to see what I get first in case it's better. Oh, cool. That worked out in my favor. Wasn't thinking about that. I can pretend that was intentional. So, guys, we're gonna play the Turtle on Forager here to activate that Mirror Entity he played, just to be safe before we play the Dark Arakoa. That's my logic. That's what I'm doing. Regis Winbin, yeah, you guys are there. I have like 4 Crip accounts, says Hunter. That's funny, dude. Yeah, Ice Rager would have been perfect for this deck. No doubt about that. It's just me. RegisKillbin feels bad, man. No one is helping me out. Feels bad, man. Later, Regis. Off to Din Din. Have fun, Glen Leo, dude. Eat some good foods. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. I wish I had the rainbow card back. Hope Khadgar Hero comes back because he's the only one I'm missing. Cool, dude. It's awesome that you like all the heroes. I don't collect many other heroes, so can't say that I'm on the same page. But I guess we're gonna play this Abyssal, right? Like, gotta attack this first because it's gonna die. Is this another Mirror Entity? Okay. Pretty big board, actually. I mean, he hasn't activated it yet, but it's not going to take long, so we just have to hope that he doesn't have the pieces he needs to kill us outright. But we can do a lot of damage right now. We have 11 plus 8 is 19, 20. We can't quite get to 21 because we don't have the mana for hero power, but we might just be able to pop his block and win again. I don't know. Nope, never mind. It's going to be hard now. We can swipe Wrath. It doesn't feel great, though. But our board is fairly sizable. I wish I could Wrath for draw. I guess I can if I... 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a pretty big mana commitment, though. That's 8 mana, which leaves me nothing for the Mire Keeper. But I don't have the mana for the Mire Keeper anyway. Let's just see what we get off this and then make our decision from there. This is probably really bad to put this many resources into just the Doomsayer. But, you know, there's a lot of minions on board, so I think we kind of want to protect it, right? I just don't... I mean, I obviously don't love this play, but if he has to send some fireballs or something into this, or doesn't have a stall, there's a chance we can kill him again in a turn or two. Regis will be accepting friend requests after the stream. I just accepted some. I don't know if I caught you at the right time or not, but Druid now has 1 million almost playable identities, kind of like Paladin feels Badman. Yeah, it's like the combo back in the day was super dominant on the ladder, for better or for worse. I liked playing it, obviously, but a lot of people hated it, so that was always a cool way to play Druid. And then they started trying to force beasts down the beast archetype down Druid's throats, and that never really worked once they nerfed combo. So there's still like this kind of lingering ramp stuff that exists, and a lot of the cards just don't really seem to do anything important at all, which is bad. I guess we Cthulhu. It's theoretically a 2-turn lethal setup because it takes him down to 9 and does 9. There's Ice Block, of course, but I don't know. It's better than Alexstrasza as far as applying damage and a body. So let's try it and see. We might just be dead, right, to Exodia or something crazy, whatever he's going to do. I don't know. But we don't have a way around that. We don't have like a taunt to play around Giants or Life Gain to play around Exodia. So we're just kind of stuck with it. If he wants to do it, he's going to do it. Druid is shit. Yeah, that's probably right. RegisKillbin is a memeable name, and Cripperino is the game. It's pretty good. Oh no, Polymorph. Was that in his deck? Yeah, he runs Polymorph. Okay, that's fine. Another one of these idiots here to deal with. We can't pop the block. Can't really even kill the Doomsayer, unfortunately. Is this a Yogg turn, guys? Just Yogg and hope something happens? Because, you know, nothing else is good. I can't accomplish anything else on my turn. I can do 6 damage, which who cares about that? This is 4, 5, 6. We can't kill the Doomsayer. Even if we could, we're just protecting a sheep, so who cares? I think maybe I just go face and Yogg and hope that he deals with the board. How many spells? 7? That's enough to Yogg. If not, all I'm risking here is Yogg himself, and I'm helping activate my quest. So I think this is the obviously correct play. Good stuff. Great so far, Yogg, doing some work. It's actually... Oh, Ice Block is great. Shield Block is good. Savage Roar, I should have waited. I could have attacked for a ton more damage if I decided. Nope, never mind. Nope. Oh, shoot, I maybe should have attacked that. I should have attacked that, maybe. No, it's fine. We wouldn't have had it anyway. Wouldn't have had it anyway. But this Ice Block is clutch. But we gotta pop his block before he pops our block. This is like old school Freeze Mage Mirror now. But I was laughing. I don't know if I ever finished, but Shane Jin said, I was considering crafting Jungle Giants. Then I saw this. Feels bad, man. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. We're so close to popping the block, guys. We're 4, 5. Is there anything we can draw into that pops the block that's playable? Starfire, that's 1 draw that can pop the block. Feral Rage is 3 draws that can pop block. Moonfire is 4 draws that can pop the block. So I think I'm going to Wrath. I mean, not Wrath. Wild Growth to see if I can pop the block. The real question is, should I Wild Growth twice or should I develop a minion? There's not much here that helps. If I Wild Growth again, I have 6 mana left. So the only thing that would actually pop the block then is Moonfire. And that's such an unlikely draw that I think I just have to develop a minion here. As much as I'm not happy about it. Because I think he's setting up a 2-turn kill. Oh, I didn't even think we could activate the quest. But we didn't have enough mana to play Barnabas anyway at this point. So it wouldn't have mattered whether we activated first or last. But we had a chance for the pseudo-lethal, which I think is absolutely worth it. I don't really care now. He's got the Time Warp, right? So, I mean, whatever he generates now, I mean, he could get Polymorph for something valuable, but I'm not worried about it. Regis Trash Bin seems natural. Mini K. That's a mini Kappa. I like it. I've never actually seen that emote before, guys. I don't know emotes that well, so don't laugh at me. Let's see. Regis Meme Bin. What happens when there's a quest and all secrets? I want to know. I think you can only play 4 secrets with a quest is actually what happens, to answer your question. Ian. Let's call you Ian because your name's really long. I don't know what all those words mean, but Regis finally been able to catch one of your streams, enjoying it. Appreciate it, dude. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Safe Yog, I'm way behind. I'm going to skip down a little bit, guys. Sorry, I'm falling behind. So once again, I have not created a scenario where I've put lethal on board. I should have maybe snuck a hero power in last turn in hindsight, but we didn't really know at the time. So we still can't get there. I mean, we could try to Wild Growth again, maybe play Barnabas. Maybe let's Tortillon Forager. Maybe we Barnabas and then Wild Growth. It leaves, you know, it doesn't do much. Malagos, we won't have enough mana, but I just want to get this guy on the board. Might end up playing nothing but hero power just to put the swipe in a viable lethal range. Malagos swipe is good next turn, but it doesn't do anything right now. Maybe I play this anyway. It might polymorph it or something, but we have like swipe hero power lethal anyway. Or not lethal, it's ice block, but you know what I mean. Ice block lethal. Barnabas time. Yeah, guys, worth it, alright? It was awesome. That's such a cool animation how he stomps on the field. It looks so good. That's really cool. This is the first time I've gotten to play him, right? I think that was our first ever Barnabas, like game 6. We're finally at Barnabas number 1. That's still good. He's not doing Exodia stuff. I mean, we're just not killing him fast enough, unfortunately, but it means we're not dead, probably. Unless that gives him some sort of crazy combo. Yeah, Malagos is actually less threatening to him than... Oh, never mind. He's just targeting that. Oh, cool. None of these cards are helpful right now. Feral Rage actually is probably one of our best draws. We can just swipe, right? We can swipe anything. It doesn't matter. I don't really love giving him the card draw, but... Or we could Moonfire and play something else. Maybe we Tortillon Forager. Oh, actually, let's Nourish. We might get the Feral Rage. It might give the heal that we need, and we can still kill him with the Moonfire. Or the... No, we couldn't still use Swipe. So these minions would live, but these minions only matter if the spell damage matters. So we could Nourish, Feral Rage, Hero Power, Moonfire for lethal. That'd be fine. We're actually pretty likely to get a Feral Rage. Yeah, we drew one. Cool. Alright. So we'll cast this for armor. And we'll cast this for Ice Block Lethal. And we'll cast this to remove the spell damage. And we'll play this for a body. So yeah, I know I could have like taken him to 4 or whatever to get the health total lower, but we should have more than enough stuff on board to accomplish what we need to do to kill him anyway. I have a feeling we're just dead. That's why I really wanted to play the Feral Rage in case it made the difference, right? And kill the spell damage in case it made the difference. Because, you know, he may not have like a full combo necessarily right now, but he might have some other damage pieces assembled that were going to be enough otherwise. So we're just kind of trying to play against any possible bad outcome here. Because he has a lot of stuff in hand, but we're not dead. I mean, one of those cards is Time Warp. I don't know which one, doesn't really matter to me at this point, but... Waving at Fat says, I can send you my version of this deck if you want to try it off stream, Regis. Definitely, dude. Go for it. Love to see it. Disco Combo says, here I sit and think, why the hell are you talking about Barnabas, confusing him with Barnes? That's funny. You have the Ice Block, Regis. Oh, I do have the Ice Block. You're right, guys. I totally forgot that we have an Ice Block. So we're good against that. We're actually going to win now. Because he can't kill us faster than our Ice Block. I can't see chat anymore, guys. Oh, I bet this thing's covering up my head too, isn't it? Let me fix that. Let me fix that. I can make that a lower layer than my... There we go. My head's covering it now. That's probably a better experience for you guys. So, yeah, let's just do this. And I think there is absolutely no way that we can lose the game at this point. Actually, we'll hero power face just in case it's somehow relevant that he's at 4 instead of... It's not going to be, but just in case it somehow is. This guy might give us something cool. We'll see. That's actually pretty good. I wish it was 0 cost, but not bad. I won't draw because fatigue could somehow hurt us. Who knows? With ice block, fatigues are always relevant. Regis forgot the ice block. LOL. Yeah, definitely forgot the ice block, guys. No doubt about that. Definitely did. So I just think we're in an unlosable position here. Unless he somehow got a card that steals ice blocks. He's trying to stay alive, but we have the Starfire here for the easy lethal, so... 10 damage, Starfire to the face. Well played, sir. Wow. That was fun, guys. That was awesome. That's, we're back up to 12. We've won 2 in a row, right? Both against Quest Mages, though, so I don't know if that says a lot. Clearly, Quest Mage is not great against the Quest Ramp Druid that happens to draw Ice Block in particular. That's pretty funny. Mountain Dew shameless sponsor plug. Yeah, I get 3 cents every time somebody sees me drink Mountain Dew. It's really lucrative, guys. It's awesome, but not really. I'm an equal opportunity diet soda drinker. Some days you might see me drinking Coke Zero, so you know that's a competitor for Mountain Dew. So let's see, 100% win rate last 2 games. Yeah, Dr. Jam 22. I like that logic, man. I like that logic. Let's just start the video that I turned this into at that game, and we'll be like the best ever, best deck in history. So Ramp's good. Ramp's good. Yeah, Yogg actually won us that game thanks to the ice block. I mean, that turn we decided to Yogg, it worked out really well, just thanks to ice block alone. Nothing else he did was that great, but he got like 2 damage to the face, I guess, but 3 cents. Yeah, it turns out ice block is a pretty good card. All right, Awaken the Makers, that's intriguing. That might give me enough time to do some shenanigans. Like, you know, N'Zoth or whatever is kind of a scary outcome eventually, but if we are able to play multiple 0-cost giant dudes in the meantime, N'Zoth might not be an issue. So let's check on follows here. It's all still Regis Decksperiment and stuff. I think I'm all caught up on all the follows, guys. But thanks for following me. As many accounts as you might have, they're all appreciated, so much, much love. By the way, guys, today has been the biggest day ever for the RegisKillbin YouTube channel, and not just by a little bit, but basically by like a mile. It's been 130 new subscribers today so far on YouTube. Actually, make that 134 new subscribers today on YouTube, which is insane for a single day. The highest ever before that's like 115. And even that was like, you know, there's only been like 3 or 4 over 100 ever. So thanks, guys, for all the continued insane growth. I can't even understand it. This is bad. Obviously, it's just Magma Rager. I caught myself again. I think we'll Tortillon and just Wrath for draw. It obviously trades into the 2/2, but it's not about the body for us. It's about the card we get off of it. This might be something we can activate eventually, guys, to be honest. He's likely going to get something really good off that. Hopefully he gets, like, Moonfire. I don't know, but it probably is going to be Cthulhu or Yogg or Alex or something awesome. Like, we just have too many good cards that won't be good. Man, I got Moat Lurker 3 times in a row for Moonglade Portal. Feels bad, man. Yeah, that's one of the worst 6-drops, isn't it? I think that's your darn near worst outcome. We'll Wild Growth into the 7-drop and play the Elder Longneck here. Let's see what we get off this first, though, just for fun. We actually could just Hero Power instead of Ramp, but I think we want to get the good stuff out soon. He has Shadow Word Deaths and stuff, but the faster we get these out, then the more percentage of his mana per turn he has to spend removing them, so it can really help slow him down. In other words, like on turn 4, if he has to use Shadow Word Death, he can't do much else. He can coin a Hero Power, maybe play a 2-drop, but these actually all really suck. Well, actually, Wind Fury could be kind of cool if we clear the board. Let's do it. Let's go this way first and make sure we maximize our heal here from the guy. We'll get 3 instead of 2. We'll lose an Arbor, though, so I'm not actually sure that mattered. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, so Priest might actually have trouble dealing with this, right? He could play the 4-mana Taunt, though, and we'd have trouble getting through that. Feral Rage wouldn't actually help us there. And that won't matter. We could just trade into that, though, and go face for 4. Or actually just swipe Wild Growth and go face for 10. I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it. If he can't kill this again, it might do 20 damage. It might actually do 20 damage. Total, not next turn, but I mean, if we could hit for 14 next turn, he'd almost be dead. A Swipe or Feral Rage top deck theoretically could give us lethal this turn, assuming everything goes to plan. Whoa, he Starfired our 5-1. He Starfired Magma Rager. That's awesome.
Aha!
So he didn't Shadow Word Death it, which is interesting. He might know that I'm playing like a card like this, so we could uproot, but I don't really think it's worth it. We'll just do it for safety's sake. Disco Combo's heading out. Thanks for swinging by, Disco Combo. Appreciate it. Hope I caught you before you left, man. Low effort YouTube content, PogChamp, definitely, always. Because I don't put enough effort into anything, let me tell you. That's my biggest concern. Played Quest Mage earlier, had to pop Ice Block 4 times, says Krauser G. That is absolutely terrible. 3 is the most I've had to deal with. I'm playing Murloc Pally, it's great. Elsta says, you deserve even more subscribers. Keep up the good work, Regis. Quest Rogue Nightmare, Counterspell, Trap Card activated. Yeah, that does sound pretty bad. We could just Feral Rage that down before we play a minion, and then Mire Keeper. I'm not super threatened by it, but I do want to utilize my mana and my cards, so let's do it. We're at 10, so we won't play for ramp, obviously. We'll just play for minions. Yogg does not feel great yet, so hopefully we top deck something sort of useful. Maybe even card draw, another big body. Alex isn't going to be that good. We're at 2 out of 5, so I don't know. We've got some good draws, some average draws, and Innervate Moonfire would both be pretty terrible draws at this point, I think. Subscribers without a subscribe button are followers. Well, on YouTube, the terminology is a little different. Yes, they're pretty much the same as followers, though, obviously. When are you going to be sponsored by G2A? The answer to that is never. I would turn down a G2A sponsorship. I don't particularly love their model, and I've read some pretty bad things about how they do business. That's not something I want to be involved in. Not even out of like an integrity standpoint or whatever. I'm not too worried about that, but just I think there are better ways to do things. We could Wrath into card draw, which feels good. We could also just kill it because it's so scary and play Salia as a 5/5. I think I honestly like that better because this minion's just too threatening. He can do a lot with it. So let's just develop a body, even if we don't get the effect. Like, we actually were down to 5 draws that could have activated this, but no time yet. Wind Rager, finally a playable Rager. A lot of Regis Decksperiment chat going around. I don't think you guys want any part of that. When are you going to be sponsored by Tempo Storm? Feels good, man. Probably not going to be sponsored by Tempo Storm. I have a relationship with Tempo Storm as a writer, but I'm not obviously like a part of the team or anything like that, and don't really have a desire to be. I'm pretty happy to keep RegisKillbin just for the moment unaffiliated. I'm not saying something like that wouldn't ever happen, but I definitely need to be able to keep my own schedule and my own rules and do my own thing right now, so I was really spamming the so much power. I'm gonna Yogg, guys. We're at 6 spells. It's enough. I don't have another good play. Malygos sucks. It's not gonna do anything. So let's put our faith in Yogg or in Jesus. Be good to us. Frost Shock could be good. Yeah, it's not bad. Ice Barrier solid. Eye for an Eye's good. Flame Strike's good. Forbidden Shaping sucks. It's fine. Oh, Spellbender. Oh, sick! What? That is fantastic. That's a good Yogg. Wow. This is Shadow Word Pain target, but it gives me another minion. Look at this Wisp. 3/7 Wisp off a Yogg. Oh my god. Love it. Explore on Guro or we riot. Yeah, I'm only going to be streaming for another 30 minutes or so. So no time for Explore and Go. But little hint, that is the plan for tomorrow's stream. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow about the same time as today. Same duration and everything. And that's my #1 card planned for that stream. So stick around and come back tomorrow if you want to see Explore and Grow, dude. I promise it's coming. No need to spam. Whoa, where did this come from? What did he just... Oh, Atiesh. Oh, got it. That makes tons of sense. So you got a pretty good clear there. I guess I just throw down Malygos because it's likely to survive, probably. And it's literally the only thing I can do because of this crap Innervate. I wish Malygos had 5 attack for once against a Priest, probably for the first time ever, just to activate Barnabas because we really need to get him out. Oh! That's going to help! That's going to help a lot. Oh, it doesn't work. I thought he'd be able to... Oh, he does still steal it. Okay, just a delay. I was going to say, why wouldn't he be able to steal it still? That sucks. Warden of Hope is good. All the damage we've done to his face has been irrelevant this whole time. Not like we've been trying particularly hard to do that, but... He's just going ham right now on the board. Look at this. Man, Swipe. How good would Swipe be, guys? Whew. Give me a Swipe. Starfire will be a good start. We can start with Starfire. Moonfire's good too. We can clear some stuff. Unfortunately, it's going to end my turn shortly thereafter, but it's good though. Still valuable. I'm going to clear this in a way that presents the most minions alive. Might even encourage him to use that charge of Atiesh for the Stegodon here. It's pretty cool. Sick Wisp, dude. Oh my Yogg. Wow, that Yogg is going off the charts tonight. Okay, now I'm off. Good night. See you, Disco Combo, dude. I think I've got you before, but thanks for sticking around this long. What's your thoughts on Warrior Quest, Vasil? I don't know yet. A lot of people have been saying it's pretty good, though, so apparently it's not bad. Cthulhu is not particularly good yet. I was going to innervate out the Ancient, but I think I'll go ahead and innervate out the Dark Arakoa to make Cthulhu a better play. Although, actually, no, because I'll probably be playing Barnabas next turn anyway. So let's just get the theoretically larger minion on the board. And activate this, and... okay. Ice Barrier, Eye for an Eye. We can't kill this yet, but I'm still going to send in the little guys. Because these are the kinds of cards that he can like steal and do stuff with. I might even send in Malygos. It takes it to 7 health. It's immune to Dragon Fire anyway. I might be able to, do something else next turn. Probably not. But it still technically puts this in lethal range, or it wasn't when it was at 6 health there. So Shadow Word Death. Okay, so that actually still works out fine. It's not that good. It's okay. So we can Barnabas, but no other cards alongside Barnabas, unfortunately. Oh, he's going to be able to kill the Malygos finally, but I don't mind. He used a lot to do it. We got some good value out of Malygos. No doubt about that. It was actually sick value out of Malygos. We did get something to play alongside Barnabas. We'll just clear this thing. It means the Barnabas might theoretically live a little bit longer. Just as a big threat on the board, because it's an 8/8. It's significant. We can Cthulhu next turn, maybe Dark Arakoa first, just see what the board's like. But I like our spot right now. I think we're in a good spot. What does BC Warrior mean, guys? I don't know these emotes. You gotta teach me the emotes still. Oh, crap. I forgot about that card. Didn't remember that card, guys. Thankfully, he got some pretty big junk off of it. One swipe is gonna decimate his board. Just one swipe. Pretty bad Eye for an Eye, though, in the scheme of things. 0 mana Dark Arakoa and 6 mana Dark Arakoa, I think, are going to do the job for me. Pretty happy about that. Cthulhu is going to be pretty sick next turn now. We'll just kill the biggest stuff. We're not going to kill the Volatile, because it might kill Barnabas. It doesn't matter. He's going to kill it anyway, but... I don't know. We gotta kill something, I think, with our hero power. This should help us clean up the board quite a bit. I mean, he's probably going to have to trade in a lot anyway, because I don't think he has enough removal left, so the board's probably going to be cleaned up, but he's going to get some value back. Generate at least a few new cards. Heal a little bit. There's still some stuff. Live Regis, yep, says speed locked. Cthulhu in 2017. Well, yeah, dude, Cthulhu's back. Cthulhu's cool again. He got my swipe. I don't even think I got one swipe, I guess. Oh, he hit the... Well, actually, at that point, either one was a good target. Nourish is pretty good for him, but Fatigue might actually be a consideration in this matchup at this point, so I don't know. He's used 2 Shadow or Death, so I think Cthulhu is going to live virtually no matter what, right, guys? Like, swipe is good too, but Cthulhu is probably more than enough. He doesn't have anything in our deck that's going to kill Cthulhu, so... I like Cthulhu. This isn't going to give him a Cthulhu. This isn't going to give him a Cthulhu kill. Like, there's nothing. What can he do? We're just going to attack for 12. A lot of Cairns. God. I kind of just can ignore the Cairns to some extent, I think. We can Starfire 1 Cairn and just go face, just to get it off the board. Actually, maybe Starfiring this is better, because we're not that worried about damage. And we just want to draw some big stuff to play, although we actually only have a couple minions left that are going to be discounted, don't we? We're not that high on cards remaining. Swipe gives him too many stuffs left on the board. Maybe I just Starfire face and go 17 to the dome. It puts him at 14 and leaves him in a pretty tough spot where he has to heal. He's already Amara'd. This stuff doesn't contest my Cthulhu right away. I actually like this better. Let's just dome him. Put ourselves on the path to victory here. Some people might think that's weird, but I kind of like... Oh, do I have any death rattles? I don't think so. I don't think a single one, unfortunately. Nothing. I don't have a single death rattle in my deck. Gosh. It's just a 5/7. I got real excited for a second, but... Naturalize, he shouldn't be able to get a Naturalize, right? Does he have any cards that actually generate Druid cards, or just cards from our deck? I think he only has ones that generate cards from our deck. So Nourish should actually be pretty difficult for him to obtain. He's trading in, that's the correct play, because he's getting more stats on to trade out in a future turn. Moonfire is such a dead freaking draw. Although we don't actually have any good draws left. I think we're just going to get bled out here, guys. I think we're going to get bled out. Actually, we can kill this and go 12 to face. But then what do? I have no direct damage left. And he has enough to kill this, so we can't out damage his hero power. Fatigue is a potential out, but I don't know if I can even survive long enough through Fatigue. 0 mana Alex doesn't help. Nourish, dead card. Innervate, dead card. Mirekeeper, mostly dead card. I think we're in a tough spot here. Fatigue is really my out here. He's not drawing Fatigue yet, but he's going to be real soon. So if Alexstrasza can keep me alive and pressure the board enough, we might be able to catch up on Fatigue here. Whew, that was the right play. Good play to sneak 12 in, I think. That had to be what we did. I was originally thinking of Cthulhu into the minion, but I don't think that's going to do it. He's going to have to trade, but that just gives me more time, too. That's annoying because I can't hero power, so it's going to take like an extra Fatigue turn to kill him, because he's going to be able to hero power himself to heal up a little bit. If I draw Alex, it's going to suck a little bit because I may have to hurt myself. Depends on how he trades. Oh, that's so risky to do it that way. I think he's trying to kill me. It's probably the right line, but... what if I had another answer? We don't. We wouldn't have. Least climactic N'Zoth ever. So he has 9, 12, 15 on board. He's going to try to kill me. If I draw Nourish, I can get to Alexstrasza, but I'll take Fatigue damage along the way. I don't know that it helps. He's going to take 2 Fatigue. He can heal to 4. But he has to kill these minions. He can't damage me, so I think I have time. Oh, God. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. It can't be like Ragnos Lightlord, though, because it's Discover, so it should only be Priest minions. He shouldn't get anything that... Priest and neutral minions, I should specify. That's pretty scary, but I still don't know if he has enough time. Alex doesn't help me this turn, because it actually gives him lethal, but if... I don't know, guys. I'm one off. If he can kill me this turn, he wins. If he doesn't, he loses, unless he has some other heal or life gain. If he has, like, Feral Rage from one of my cards or something, it has to be... Oh, no! No! What is that from? Wait, what did he do? What did he do? Oh, he could have played an elemental. Oh, he didn't have an elemental. We're good. We're good. I thought he was going to heal for 12 and the game was over, but he didn't play an elemental. He had some in his deck, so it's possible, but he didn't have an elemental. Oh, my heart stopped. What a win. That was scary. Woo. Guys, we made it. We survived. We survived. No elemental wall. Yeah, you won no elemental. I know. It took me a second. I got it. We pieced it together. But he runs them in his deck. Like, it wasn't that unlikely that he didn't have an elemental. It's very possible. He plays those little crystalline dudes. I wasn't sure if he'd had one or not. OMG, Regis, you're so bad. I'm 12, by the way. RegisKillbin. Yeah, I like that. He was hoping for a snap concede. Yeah, you're right. Thankfully, I don't ever concede, so that's never going to stick against me. So, guys, I'm going to play one more game with this deck. I think we're like 3 and 4, so it's close to 50%. It's good against control, it turns out. It's not too bad. As long as they're slow enough for us. If they're fast, we're just dead so fast, doesn't matter. Pirates will absolutely eat us alive, but everything else we can live too. Daryl Flamingo, or Daryl Flamingo, excuse me. Thanks for the follow, and Red White, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. Try Quest Druid next. Yeah, about that. Jesus, Regis just had a heart attack, dude. No doubt I did. I hate when those games last like 45 minutes or something, and you lose on the last turn. It's always the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world, especially when 85 people are watching you. Let me tell you that. Have you tried Murloc Shaman? Ask Sam at Skew. No, not yet. Looks really good though. Looks really good. That's another card I was pretty hyped about in my initial review, and then I listened to everybody else, and I knocked it down a peg or two in my rankings. Should have trusted my instincts. Thought it looked really good in my review. And it has been. Sour grapes. You think crafting Golden Calamos is worth it? Seriously, going to sleep after answer. I don't know, man. It seems like a pretty good card. No doubt about that. But to me, crafting Golden cards is never worth it. So I can't answer that with any affirmative. You know, I have to hesitate a little bit. So I don't know. If you want to play it Golden, it's worth it, right? If you have the money, Dust, it's absolutely worth it. No doubt about it. Still no play. Sucks. No ramp. We're gonna be so dead so fast. We can innervate Nourish for ramp, maybe? We don't ramp into anything, though, really. We ramp into Starfire a turn later. Well, we can coin Starfire. Yeah, we'll innervate for ramp, unfortunately. We don't need cards, we need mana. Wish I could do a Swashbuckler or something, but instead he's going to Swashbuckle me like crazy, and we're going to be dead in no time. Oh, we don't even need the coin. We went to 6. We gained 2, not 1. It's not Wild Growth, guys. It's Nourish. Don't forget. Swipe might work okay against this. Hopefully it sticks. Don't pull it back. Don't pull it back. Don't pull it back. Don't pull it back. Pull it back. So that means he's at 3 out of 4. We'll Starfire one of these bad boys. He's got nothing else to do. Yogg might be an out in this game. If I can get that far. Let's see. Definitely could be, though. Yogg can clear a board. So, that's one potential way to find some success here. Whoa, that's not going to help his cause. I'm happy about that. Thank you. Oh, it's totally fine. Swipe the heck out of that. No worries. That gives me time. I like that a lot. Let's draw some ramp or something here. Let's draw something we want. Wild growth. Innervate's not technically ramp. Doesn't actually help me much. Could Alexstrasza, but maybe we do. I mean, he has 7 on board, but it's hard for these guys to kill minions sometimes. If I put him to 15, I can Starfire swipe a future turn for 9. This is actually 10. It's not there yet, though, because we're only at 8 mana next turn. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do it. We have the damage output potential. I mean, we're going to probably sacrifice an Alex to these minions. But it might stall him out from completing his quest, too. Like, he might be focused more on this than actually achieving his quest or spending the mana on his quest. So I feel like this puts me in a better position to win the game. I wish I could double Innervate Swipe, obviously, to clear the board, too. But, I don't know. I kind of like this line. Because now if he spends the time on the quest, he still can only trade into Alex, I mean, with 2 minions, right? Backstab helps him. Eviscerate helps him a lot if he has that too. Fan of Knives helps as well, but it just preserves a 2/3. Again, he's spending mana. He's not activating his quest. So I have time now to do stuff. I can Starfire and Hero Power face. Can also Starfire Wild Growth. Let's Starfire first, see what we get. Okay. So this is 6 damage next turn. Second Moonfire would be lethal, but not anything else yet. But I still like it. I'm gonna Hero Power puts him to 9. It might actually make the difference over the Wild Growth here. I can't decide. I guess we'll Wild Growth in case we want a Yogg. 9. No, this is better. I think this is better. Just damage is what we're looking for, right? So, hey, Regis, I gotta go. It was great watching you again. 2:15 at night right here now. Night. See you, Joy Vinklink, dude. Thanks for stopping by yet again. Regis, how about I control Murloc Nazoth Shaman? Call in the finishers, Cold Light Seer, Murloc Titan, removal, heals, Death Rattle Minion. Sounds fun, dude. You're gonna have to test it. I don't think I have time for that one, but it sounds amazing. Regis, what's the worst misclick you've ever made? Mine's probably playing Renounce Darkness by accident in a handlock. Good question, dude. I don't know the answer to that. I've certainly made some misclicks in the past, though. I made one the other day on stream. I forgot what I did, but it was pretty funny. It was actually one of the worst I've ever done, I think. I'm just going to go for this. Swipe is lethal next turn, almost guaranteed. I don't think he can kill me from here. He hasn't activated the quest yet. And he still has to spend the mana to activate it and the mana to cast it. And he has to kill Malygos. I think we're just going to win on rushing him down. He might activate the quest, but then does he have enough mana to actually spawn like chargers and stuff to kill me? I doubt it. It's possible. It's not like prep allows him to do a lot of crazy stuff, but I just don't think it's likely at this point. Even with prep, it still costs 2 mana, and he only has 2 mana remaining. Could maybe summon 2 chargers for 10, 15, 17, 19, 20 damage max, it looks like. It's what he can put together if he has the perfect hand. And I just don't think he does. So I think Swipe's actually going to put me in a lethal position here. I think he just has to hope I don't have a spell in hand. But obviously I do. Obviously I do. So guys, it turns out Malygos, pretty good card. Oh, I'm triggered because it didn't clear. Shoot, I should have killed that minion first, but that's okay. We won the game. And that's a heck of a way to finish, guys. Killing a quest rogue feels good. Not only that, Malygos, Jungle Giants, Ramp, Druid, of all things, carried me back to rank 11. And there you have it. That is the Jungle Giants, Ramp, Druid. Got off to a disastrous start, but if you watched it all the way to the finish here, you saw that, in fact, it won some games and even gained me some stars and seemed to be able to do some cool stuff. Maybe not really thanks to the quest, but just as Ramp Druid as an archetype is pretty good. So a list that definitely needs some refinements, but I don't think it's fundamentally broken like I thought it was at first, and I mean broken in a bad way. not in a good way. All that said, if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, additions, recommendations for this deck, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to hear everything that you have to say. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.